So hi class, Professor Kev here. Today I want to talk about being late to class. My translation of that when you're late is you don't care. That's my translation of it. Now, I'm not talking to students who've been late once, twice. I'm talking about that student that's 15 minutes late all the time. We're at that point in the semester, we forget about showing up on time. I've had some conversations this semester with students. I'm like, look, you got to get to class on time. And a couple of them like, well, if you go to UMass Lowell, hey, I live on South and the bus. And I'm like, you want the solution? Yeah, yeah. Take the earlier bus. They look at me like, what? You want me to get up early and take the earlier? Yes, I do. I'll walk. Now, I grew up on South Campus. So very close to, I grew up on South, very close to university. I walked every day. It's not far. You could do it. You really can. No, it's getting a little cold, but you could do it. Make the adjustments. Don't go in and tell your professor, well, the bus was running a few minutes behind. Take the earlier bus. That's the solution. It's easy solve. But most of you aren't willing to do it. You're going to show up late and blame the bus. Got to make the adjustments and stuff. Because when you're showing up late every class, the message, I'm only speaking for myself, is you don't care. You're not willing to show me the respect of showing up on time. That's not the message you want to send your professor class. You don't want your professor thinking you don't care, because eventually something's going to come up and you're going to be like, hey, I need a favor. The question to you is, why should your professor give you that favor if you're late to class every day? How can they write you that recommendation if you're late to class every day? Makes it very challenging, especially if you're working in a job that requires you to show up on time. You've already proven to me, again, speak for myself, that you're not reliable and you're not going to show up on time. I'm not going to be really willing to write that letter for you. How can I? How can I put my reputation on you? That's the message. I know you think, oh, it's no big deal. I'm 5 minutes late, 10 minutes late. It is a big deal. It's showing that you don't have the discipline to be on time. And again, if that means you have to get up earlier and take the earlier bus or find another way from south to north, then you need to do that. Find a way to get it done. But if that means you have to get out of bed earlier and be there a half hour before class, whatever the difference is in the bus, that's what you got to do. You can't be like, well, the bus, I get this every semester. So again, I know you may not be seeing it this way, but that's how I, as your professor, am saying it. You don't care enough to show up on time. Is that really the message you want your professor to get? Because that's the one you're sending. Give some thoughts to this, make the adjustment, especially as we get to the end of the semester. You're going to have group projects. You cannot be late to the group project, because what's going to happen in my class is if I look and I see classes started and you're not there, probably going to call your team first. Then you're going to lose the points. And again, don't be running into the room in the middle of group projects. I have this all the time. It's to the point where I just lock the door now, because you come running in and like, sorry, I'm late. Your team's trying to make a presentation, and a bunch of you are running in 5 minutes late in the middle of them, distracting them. Be respectful to your classmates. Again, now I just lock the door, and you got to stay in the hall until I'm ready to let you in and stuff. But don't lose your points, because that's the day. If you only get out of bed once early, that's the day it has to be. No excuses. You take the earliest bus they have. Make sure you're on campus in plenty of time so you don't lose those points. Again, that's the message you're sending. Be cautious. Make sure it's the one you want to be sending. All right, that's today's student success tip. As always, if you like this tip, hit the like and share button. Feel free to leave a comment. If you're a student, you want to meet up, grab a Mountain Dew, talk about some things that you want to talk about, let me know. We'll make time for you. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a truly dazzling day.